I accidentally complimented the alien princess, and her surprising reaction changed everything. The diplomatic hall aboard the Eclipsora shimmered with translucent light. Crystals hung like frozen stars, refracting the blue glow of the alien sun beyond the panoramic window. Humanity's first peace talks with the Ardalans were meant to be formal, solemn even. I wasn't supposed to be there. I was just the ship's linguistics officer, a translator for ceremonial greetings. But when the Ardalan envoy entered, everything changed. She stepped forward, tall and graceful, her iridescent skin glimmering between shades of violet and silver. The others bowed. I stood there, staring like an idiot. She wasn't just any envoy. She was Princess Sarai of Ardalan Prime, heir to an empire that could crush Earth with a thought. When she turned those luminous eyes toward me, I panicked. Words scrambled in my mind. And before I could stop myself, I said, through the translator mic, "Your radiance is breathtaking." The hall went silent. Every human diplomat froze. The translation pulse echoed through the chamber in perfect Ardalan. "He finds your beauty overwhelming." I wanted to disappear. Complimenting royalty from another species? That was a diplomatic offense on some worlds. My captain's eyes widened in horror. But the princess didn't look angry. She blinked once, a flicker of violet light crossing her gaze. Then, softly, almost shyly, she smiled. "Your honesty," she said in fluent English, "is rare among your kind." And just like that, she walked closer, every step deliberate. I felt my pulse in my throat. The other delegates bowed lower, but she ignored them all and stopped in front of me. "What is your name, human?" "Lieutenant Mason Hale," I stammered. She tilted her head. "You speak as though each word might shatter the air. Do all your people fear truth so much?" Before I could answer, the meeting resumed, though every glance from her seemed to burn through me. When it ended, she requested that I serve as her personal translator for the remainder of the summit. My captain protested, but Ardalan royalty weren't known for taking no as an answer. That night, I found myself standing in her private observatory, a vast dome of glass and light, surrounded by the whisper of the ship's engines. "You must think me strange," she said, turning toward the stars. "Your people always hide their feelings behind diplomacy. You spoke honestly, and that intrigued me." I swallowed hard. "I didn't mean to be disrespectful, Your Highness." Her laugh was like a shimmer of crystal. "Disrespectful? Mason Hale, you called me beautiful. On Ardalan, that is the highest form of greeting between equals." "Equals?" I asked. "You're a princess." "Perhaps," she said softly, stepping closer. "But out here under alien suns, titles lose their weight. We are both just beings searching for meaning." For the first time, I saw the faint glow beneath her skin, patterns that shifted like constellations, reflecting emotion. They pulsed slowly as she studied me. Over the next few days, I translated her words during negotiations, but between sessions, we talked about language, about Earth's oceans, about her world's twin moons, and the vast bioluminescent seas she once swam in. She laughed at my clumsy jokes. I learned that her people could sense emotions through light, and she said my aura shimmered with warmth she hadn't seen before. By the fourth day, rumors were spreading through both crews. The human envoy thought I was compromising diplomacy. The Ardalan Council whispered that their princess had grown fond of a Terran soldier. They weren't wrong. That evening, as we drifted near the nebula of Virex, she called me to the observation dome again. Outside, colors rippled like living fire. "Do you ever wonder," she asked quietly, "why our worlds fight for territory when the stars themselves cannot be owned?" "All the time," I said. "Maybe we're just afraid to be small." She turned to me, the glow in her eyes dimming. "On Ardalan, fear is seen as weakness. Yet you speak of it openly. Perhaps that is your strength." Something in her tone made my chest tighten. I didn't know what to say. She reached out then, her fingers light and cool, brushing the back of my hand. Her touch sent a wave of soft luminescence between us, like shared breath. "Mason," she whispered, "tell me truth again. Tell me what you see when you look at me. My throat went dry. I see someone who makes the universe feel smaller, like everything else fades when you're near. The lights on her skin flared brighter, blooming like sunrise. Her gaze met mine. And you, human, make me feel something I was taught to hide. Connection. Vulnerability. But just as I stepped closer, alarms blared across the ship. The Ardalan delegation accused Earth of espionage. Someone had stolen navigational codes. War was seconds away. The princess turned sharply, torn between duty and emotion. They will suspect you, she said. You must go. Now. I can help you prove it wasn't us. She shook her head. If they see us together, it will only confirm their fears. I hesitated, but she pressed something small and metallic into my hand. A star-shaped crystal, glowing faintly. Keep this, she whispered. It will show you the truth. I fled to my quarters as the corridors filled with soldiers. Hours later, the crystal pulsed, projecting an image, one of her advisors transmitting the stolen data to Earth's enemies. I rushed to command with the proof. By dawn, the betrayal was exposed, the peace restored. But Princess Sarai was gone, recalled to Ardalan Prime for her safety. The ship's logs said she'd left without a word. For weeks, I couldn't sleep. Every time I looked at the stars, I wondered if she was looking back. Then one night, as we orbited Earth again, the communicator on my desk flickered. Her voice, soft and distant, filled the room. Mason Hale, the stars remember your truth. And before I could respond, a faint shimmer appeared outside the viewport, a ship, gleaming silver and violet, drifting silently past. From its bridge, a figure raised a hand, light dancing like memory through the void. I raised mine too. No words, just a promise. In that moment, I understood. What began as an accident, a nervous compliment, had become something far greater. Between two species, two worlds, and two hearts separated by light years, honesty had built a bridge. And maybe someday, when the stars grew quiet again, I'd find her there, waiting at the edge of the cosmos, where truth first met love.